What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Currency Counts, where I cover all things money. So we're in some strange economical times right now. Well, maybe not strange, but bad economical times. It seems like everything has gone up. Gas, groceries, utilities, rent, transportation, you name it. It seems like it's gone up. People are struggling to make ends meet. So I wanted to make this video to show you a few things you can do to actually save some money. Not really make money, but save money with the money you're making right now. So the first thing you want to do is put away your credit cards, credit, even debit, because a lot of the things that we bought on credit are gaining interest. It might be something as small as 20, 30 bucks, right? You went out to eat. Well, it's accumulating interest. 30 bucks here, 30 bucks there. At the end of the month, you spend about 500 bucks. You put all that on your card, and that 500 bucks that you went out to eat, it's now gaining interest. And let's say you have a high APR, you're paying 20, 30, $40 a month just on interest, and it keeps snowballing, it keeps accumulating. So you want to stop using your credit cards. Of course, you want to pay them down, but stop using credit cards and only use cash. So the next thing you can do is refi. If you own a car, see about refinancing that car. If you have a year into that car, 2 years into that car, you can lower your payment by about 100 bucks. If you own a home, right now might not be the best time to refi because rates are a little bit higher. But if you're 5-10 years into your mortgage, it might be a good thing to do because it's gonna lower your payment by about $100 to $200. So right there, let's say you're in at 100 because you refied your auto and another 100 because you refied your house. You're at $200 savings a month. The next one is canceling your cable. You can get pretty much all the shows that are on cable, on demand, on your Roku for free. Some of these services you do have to pay for example, Hulu, Netflix, things like that, but you're gonna save about $50 to $75 a month by cutting your cable. Right now we're at another $75 savings for cutting your cable. And if you need cable, if you watch sports, live TV, all that different stuff, you can actually go to somewhere like fubo.com or fubo.com, not Fubo, fubo.com. I will have a link in the description where you can get a 7-day free trial and you can get live TV. So this is a hack you can actually do. You can get your 7-day free trial, cancel, find another link where you can get a 7-day free trial to another service, or use a different email on that Fubo account. Just keep flipping it, right? You can get free cable like that. The next one is a big money saver that's often overlooked, and that's insurance. Your auto insurance and your homeowner's insurance. If you don't own a home, you don't really have to worry about this, but it's always worth taking a look at new rates. What happens is, for example, you have a 6-month term, right? Okay, at the end of the 6 months, if you're not constantly looking at your insurance, it's gonna roll over, you're gonna end up paying more. You're gonna end up paying 20, 30, $50 more, right? For that same insurance policy. When I first took out my house, my insurance was rolled up into my mortgage, so I really wasn't paying attention to it too much. It was for the year, and the year I believe it was like $1,400 for the year. The next year it rolled over and it was $1,750. So that went up by a pretty good amount, right? And that whole second year I didn't catch it. So I noticed my mortgage was going up and wasn't too sure what was going on, right? I was a rookie and didn't really know all these little details to look into. But right now I got my homeowner's insurance down to about $1,100 because every year as it's about to renew, I cancel it and I go with a different provider. That's really what you're gonna wanna do. Even if you wanna stay with the same provider, I have Progressive for my auto insurance, and what happens is each 6 months, if I don't cancel, it renews at a higher rate. I go ahead and cancel that, and then I come in as a new policy and my rate actually goes lower. Don't be fooled sometimes where it says savings if you've been with us for so long. You're gonna save even more if you cancel and you take out a new policy. The next one is to have your bank account pay you. And the way it works is, let's say you have your bank account with Chase, you have direct deposit. Are you getting any money from Chase? Is Chase paying you to direct deposit into your account? If they're not, you're gonna wanna check out banks like Chime, banks like Albert. I will have everything linked down below in the description. So what you're gonna do here is you're gonna open up a new bank account. Let's say for example, Chime, using the link in my description, you're gonna set up direct deposit, and after a few months of direct deposit and using that bank account on a regular basis, you're gonna get $100 deposited into that Chime account. With Oxygen, you're gonna receive $10 right off the bat as soon as you sign up, and then another $100 when you meet those terms. So start with the first bank, let's say Chime, get that $100, move on to the second one, move on to Albert, and then move on to Oxygen, right? Just keep getting money from your bank. If your bank's not paying you right now, there's really no reason to stay with them. Now this next one really isn't saving money, you'd actually be making money passively. And this is only gonna work really if you own your home, storing people's things. You can use websites like neighbor.com down and use your driveway to store other people's vehicles. For example, you can store boats, you can store RVs, things like that, and make about $100 to $150 a month passively just by letting people park in your driveway. If you have a garage, you can also use it as a storage unit, and people will pay you $50 to $100 just for storing other people's things. So let's say that's another $100 right there. So the next one is a big one, and it's gonna tie into what I was saying at the beginning, not using your credit cards anymore. And you're really gonna wanna stop going out to eat every meal. There's a lot of people, I'm guilty of it myself, to where at times I'll go weeks at a time, we eat every meal out, and that really adds up. I mean, it can really add up to $1,000, $2,000, just depends how much you spend, right? Just on going out to eat. So let's just say on the low end, you're spending about $500 a month going out to eat. So we're gonna save that money right there. We're not gonna go out to eat. And another thing you can do to save on groceries is government assistance. I know a lot of people don't want to do that, but if you're making only so much, you can qualify for groceries. They give you a card, you get $300, $400, $500 a month to use for groceries, and that's another $500 savings right there, because that's money you don't have to pull out from your own pocket. So the last one can be kind of obvious, but that's closing your blinds. The energy bills right now are crazy. My last energy bill was $600, a little bit over 600, right? And it's like, what's going on? Why is it so expensive? Right now we're in the peak of summer, so there's in-demand hours where your kilowatt hours go up as far as they're more expensive. They might be like 35 cents off peak, and then on peak it's double that or triple that. On top of that, the energy has just gone up overall everywhere, all over the US. So during the day when you're at work, or even if you're at home, you're gonna wanna make sure and have all the blinds closed. Leave it really dark, don't let any sun get in, because the more sun that gets into your home, the harder it's gonna be for your AC unit to cool, and it's just gonna be running longer and longer. And on top of that, if you do work during the day, you're not gonna wanna turn off your AC or put your AC really high. So let's say, for example, your comfortable temperature is around 74 degrees. You go to work, you put it on 85, right? You think you're saving energy. Now what happens when you get home, now you put it on 74. Well, what's gonna happen is your AC is gonna constantly be on, right? It's just gonna be running and running, and it's gonna be wasting more electricity trying to cool down to 74. And usually if you're at 84 or 85, it's not gonna catch up to 74 until the sun goes completely down. So you're gonna be less comfortable and your house is gonna be really hot, probably until you go to sleep. So what you're gonna wanna do is leave your thermostat only a few degrees off of your preferred temperature. Yes, it is gonna be running more throughout the day, but it is gonna save you more money, and it's gonna be more comfortable throughout the evening. Just doing that, you can save about $25 to $50 a month on your energy bill. Oh, one thing I forgot is checking your cell phone plan. If you have one of these big carrier providers like AT&T or Verizon, chances are you're overpaying for your cell phone plan. Even if you have a family plan where you think you're saving, you can still be overpaying. Look into Metro or even Mint Mobile, where you can pay anywhere from $20 to $35 a month per line. All right, so what I have here is almost $1,000 in savings, $975 a month by following these steps. Now, obviously, these steps are not gonna be for everybody, every single one of them, and some of these might be a little bit obvious, right? But maybe you just take away one of these steps and you save $100 a month. As long as I can help somebody out, saving a little bit of money, giving you an idea of how you can actually save money, this video was worth it. So I wanna thank you for watching. I hope this video helped you out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Check you on the next one.